What's up guys, I'm your favorite unqualified tech tuber. I ran out of creative ideas, so I'm doing a language tier list today. I don't really know what else to say in this intro so that I can make it longer than 10 minutes for ad revenue, but I'm just gonna keep talking and over-explaining a very basic idea that everyone's seen 1,000 times. All right, jumping right into it, and I'm gonna say jumping right into it after spending way too long in the intro. First up, let's see. We've got C. I'm gonna put that in C tier just because it matches up and it's never really been used for anything that relevant. C#, F tier because it's used on Windows, and a language can't be relevant at all if it doesn't conform to my exact ideas about Unix philosophy, even if it's been used to create some of the most amazing pieces of software ever. C++, I'm gonna call that garbage because its build system isn't quite as intuitive as Rust's, even though it's been used also to make some of the most influential software of all time. Let's get on to the controversial ones. Here's OCaml. I don't know anything about OCaml, I've never used it, but I have watched one Fireship video before, so I'm gonna confidently give my opinion like I've used it for years in the industry. I'm gonna slap that right in A tier with no real reasoning. All right, TypeScript and JavaScript. Let me give some washed up advice that everyone's heard about static types and everyone knows by now, and make it sound like it's a big deal and I'm playing it off as my own thing. I'm just gonna throw those wherever I feel like. I'm just gonna rearrange them like that. All right, let's see, what's up next? Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about Go and Rust for a long time, just to build up some hype because everyone is looking at them right now, and then I'm gonna do something that will get me yelled at by everyone in the comments. Let's just say that's right there. Lua, I'm gonna mention Roblox because that's pretty much all I can think of that uses Lua, even though it's an embedded language and has a bunch of valuable libraries and is used to configure the best programming editor there is. I'm just gonna throw that in D tier without much thought. All right, Ruby, completely, again, trash language. It's never been used in anything useful. I'm gonna ignore the Rails framework just because it's dynamically typed and everything has to be end-to-end type safety. Let's see. Swift, I'm not really sure about this one. I'm a big Apple fanboy, so I'll probably put that in D tier. Zig, a ton of people have like super convictions about this language. I've never personally used it myself, but again, I'm gonna make a very strong judgment based on a tiny little bit of information that I know and play it off as my own reasoning. We'll throw that right into A tier. Haskell. Here, I'm either going to spew some functional bro nonsense about monads and clean code and immutability that most people have already heard, or, yeah, you know what, that's all I actually have to say about it. There's nothing else to say. I won't talk about the package manager or anything interesting. At this point, if you're still here, I think you're the problem. I don't know why you'd give your brain share to someone like this when you could be writing code yourself. Like, is your time that useless to you that you're watching this kind of content? Just sad. All right, and then finally, my take on Python. Everyone's heard this before. I'm gonna say it again for the millionth time. Python is slow, dynamic types suck. There's a lot of library support. It's good for machine learning. End of video.